flailing around. You gotta be ready, gotta be quick with these guys, Ben. Give them a little tug.
Now we know where they are.
There you go. Keep your tip down a little bit. Rod to the side. Rod to the side. Okay. Take up the slack. Reel the handle a couple times. Now let it sit. Get ready. Let them take it a little bit more and then give it a little sharp pull to set the hook. Reel up the slack a little bit so you have it. Move the bobber a little bit. Move it. Let it sit. Move it again. More.
For 3 decades, I anticipated the arrival of an offspring who would enjoy chasing fish to the far horizons with his or her old man. We would be a pair of happy, moonstruck lunatics, fishing side by side from boat, beach, and beyond. I had 3 daughters and a son, and they all fished with me to varying degrees. Mostly, though, they just wanted to spend time with their father. Fishing came second. Then came Ben, a precocious 6-year-old who can cast like a fiend and has learned more about fishing from YouTube than from spending time on the water. He's my oldest grandson and my latest wingman. My job is to put a little salt in his socks and to keep stoking the flames of his fishing desires. Right now, they're burning pretty brightly. All he talks about is fishing, Dad, says my oldest daughter, Alana. He's driving everybody crazy. It's usually the first thing he asks when I pick him up at school. Not, "Hi, Mom, how was your day?" It's, "Can we go fishing?" He's after his father just as hard. Every night when I get home from work, it's, "Dad, can we go fishing?" says Dan. He wants to challenge me to a 3-hour fish off to see who can catch the most fish. Ben has also talked his father into downloading a photo sharing and social networking fishing app. And when the two were shopping for football gear at a brick and mortar store recently, Ben wandered off. His father found him in the fishing section, where Ben convinced him he needed to buy a package of Ripple Shad power bait. He's been begging me to buy a boat and a saltwater rod, Dan says, amused and amazed. I told him we can't afford a boat, so he's been asking Siri on my phone to search for the cheapest boat that's for sale. Ben's desire to fish seems to be completely self-generated. His father and I often fished before Ben was born. Dan is a good companion and a capable fisherman, but he didn't initiate the outings. I took Ben to a local pond when he was 3 or 4 to catch sunfish. He liked it well enough, but there was nothing to suggest his recent transformation into a fishing nut. Ben is bright, verbal, and athletic. In addition to fishing, he likes to play golf, baseball, flag football, and soccer. He has good hand-eye coordination, and he's very competitive. He wants to win everything, his father says, and he'll bend the rules. He keeps score on fish, and he typically skews it in his favor. Sounds like a born fisherman. The 3 of us fished together on Father's Day this year. We caught a few largemouth. Ben sprayed casts around the pond and talked up a storm. He also may have heard some salty phraseology inadvertently slip out of my mouth when I missed a fish or 2. My son-in-law quietly reminded me after my second verbal faux pas that young Ben was sitting in the boat. Ben remained poker-faced, giving no indication that he'd heard anything worthy of note. But later he confided to his dad, "Cappy said some bad words." Toward the end of summer, Ben and I spent 5 hours on a spring-fed pond, fishing for sunnies, bluegills, and bass, from shore and from a noisy old rowboat. We had a great time. We heard a barred owl somewhere along the ridge to the east. Ben later told his mother we had owl luck. Dragonflies were busy hovering over lily pads, and we caught some nice bass along the edge of the weeds and in a clear pool under a canopy of low branches. In another spot, I tried to place a swimming plug beside a small wooden float tied to shore, but the line wound up just over the tip of a branch, held in place by a leaf or 2. I retrieved the lure till it hung straight down from the tree limb and adjacent to the float. "Let's see if we get lucky, Ben," I said. "Watch this." I wiggled the rod tip, causing the lure to dapple the water. A bass promptly smacked it, freeing it from the limb. I handed the rod to Ben, who brought the fish in. Ben kept count using the latest math. The final tally was Ben, 6 bass, 11 sunfish, 3 or 4 bluegills. Cappy, 0. a fisherman is born.